Hello, I'm Chris Pateman from Outmatch, and today I'm going to talk about building a scalable, agile recruitment function in 2021. Recruitment was tough even before the pandemic, but now, in addition to the perennial challenges we all face, many TA leaders are also having to deal with headcount reductions, rapidly changing hiring needs, and record levels of applications. It's therefore no surprise that agility is such a key topic this year. But achieving it in TA needs a shift in mindset. The vaccine rollout, lifting of restrictions, and the emergence of new variants all create uncertainty around hiring needs this year. Last year saw many employers report high levels of retention, but as confidence builds about the economic recovery, this could also lead to higher turnover in the year ahead. Many employees had their first taste of working from home and enjoyed it, but employers need to decide whether they want this to continue or whether they want them back in the office. And then there are the skills and behaviors that organizations are going to need going forward. According to a study by Deloitte, 54% of CHROs believe that the nature of jobs in their organizations will fundamentally change over the coming years. Many TA teams believe they can respond to these challenges by adding a series of technology point solutions. But what they don't realize is that this short-term thinking actually reduces agility by creating more bottlenecks, more data silos, and, strangely, more manual processes. To make matters worse, the more systems you add to your process, the more resource is used managing these systems, and the harder it is to be agile in response to changing needs. We believe the problem doesn't lie with your team or even with the tools you use, but in the way the process is put together. A lack of agility leads to slow, inefficient, and, for lack of a better word, improvised recruitment processes that often compromise on candidate experience. And the simple fact is that candidates won't see all of the challenges recruiters face, but they will judge a company on the experience and service they get when applying. And candidates are more than just candidates. They can be your customers and your brand advocates. A study from IBM found that candidate advocacy drops by almost half when candidate experience is poor, which can make it harder for you to attract good talent. While there's also well-known research that's found an explicit link between candidate experience and customer retention. So, delivering good candidate experience is critical, but the real question is, how can you deliver an agile, candidate-friendly process without compromising on efficiency and quality of hire? To achieve these seemingly at odds goals, we believe that you have to think differently about how you build your process. What if you let the candidate move through your hiring process as quickly as they want, whenever they want? What if they received immediate feedback and they always knew where they stood? And what if you let them discover if you're the right fit for them and not just the other way around? Letting the candidate drive means that instead of your recruiters moving candidates through your hiring process, you empower your candidates to move themselves through an automated consumer-grade experience that scales personal interactions. When you let the candidate drive, your recruiters spend their time doing what recruiters do best, building meaningful relationships with your future best hires. It means fewer manual tasks for your team and a quicker path to put people in role. And by bringing all the key building blocks of a modern hiring process into a seamless, modular platform, the Outmatch hiring experience stack can be rapidly deployed and adapted to respond to changing needs. The hiring experience stack brings together assessments, video interviewing, and reference checking technology into one platform to humanize the hiring process at scale. This platform uses automation to improve experience and personal interaction where it can really make a difference, while giving you the flexibility to scale and adapt. So let's quickly run through the key modules. Outmatch Assess is a simple, smart, and human way to hire the right people and then develop those individuals once they're in role. Outmatch Assess has a ready-to-use library of over 900 job profiles that span all levels of recruitment, from high volume to specialist to leadership roles. The assessment captures candidate behaviors at its core, and you can easily add cognitive ability, skills, work culture, and even job simulation assessment. We then have Outmatch Interview, which includes on-demand or pre-recorded video interviewing, automated interview scheduling, live virtual interviewing, and automated screening. Outmatch Interview captures critical primary data from your candidates while making your team stronger and more efficient. And finally, Outmatch Reference delivers world-class automated reference checks that increase participation levels and automatically detect fraud. Additionally, each reference can opt into a candidate talent pool that you can use to bring in new, strongly referred candidates. The hiring experience stack can be easily integrated with your ATS to optimize efficiency and to allow you to more quickly adapt your processes to the changing landscape. Many organizations are deploying the hiring experience stack to address gaps in their ATS and to increase the agility of their TA function. Shifting to a candidate-driven experience can fundamentally change how all stakeholders involved feel about the hiring process. Instead of traditional processes which can frustrate candidates, create pinch points for recruiters, and create rigidity for TA leaders, when you let the candidate drive, candidates get a better experience, and you free up your recruiters to do what they do best. And because it's modular, TA leaders have the flexibility to be more tactical. Now let's take a look at one example of a candidate-driven assessment. In this case, we're going to look at a job simulation for customer services roles. Job simulations are an immersive and highly engaging way to assess a candidate's motivation and behaviors, cognitive ability, and on-the-job skills, while giving them a taste of what the role is actually like. As with everything in Outmatch, this is modular, so you can choose which elements you need. The first screen can help you assess a candidate's behaviors and predict a range of quality of hire metrics. It takes about 5 minutes to complete. It's fully branded, and candidates simply have to choose whether they agree or disagree with statements as they appear on the screen. Candidates can take the assessment any time of day, anywhere in the world, and on any web device. While in the background, Outmatch will score the candidate's responses to predict how good a fit the candidate is for your role. Candidates can then be asked to complete a short adaptive cognitive test that assesses a candidate's ability to solve novel problems without prior learning, choosing images that complete visual sequences. This assessment is automatically scored, and suitable candidates can move themselves straight into the next stage. Now, depending on the role you're hiring, different simulations can be used, but I'm going to show you a couple of examples.
Good afternoon, and thank you for calling. My name is Pat. How may I help you?
My last order was accidentally shipped to my neighbor. When I picked it up, I noticed that my address on the shipping label was wrong. I want to make sure you have my correct address on file.
This first one predicts the candidate's natural aptitude for providing quick and effective customer support and takes about 20 minutes. The candidate listens to a conversation and then interacts with the platform to make decisions, input data, and resolve the customer's queries. This assessment gives candidates the opportunity to experience firsthand what it's really like to work in a customer services role. The second example is a chat-based customer support simulation.
Welcome to the chat assessment. You will be participating in a job simulation, playing the role of a chat agent at Impeccable Inc. Impeccable provides products and services to a variety of customers. As a chat agent, you are responsible for interacting with customers online and then helping to resolve their issues.
Now, this one takes about 25 minutes to complete, and it predicts speed and accuracy as well as customer service orientation. The candidate is given instructions and then simply has to interact with a customer via chat while making decisions and entering data in the system. The results of these assessments can be used to filter out unsuitable candidates, while successful ones can be invited to complete an on-demand video interview or self-schedule a live interview with one of your team. Job simulations are one of the only assessments that can measure the ability to multitask, something that is critical for customer services. And the best bit is that the process is fun and engaging. Customers who have deployed job simulations have found a dramatic increase in quality of hire and reduction in 90-day turnover. Given that the most commonly cited reason for early leavers is a lack of understanding of the role, allowing them to play the part can help them decide if it's right for them. To finish, I'm going to share one example of a TA team that's deployed the hiring experience stack to become more agile. Jardine Motors Group, like many organizations last year, faced a significant challenge: how to recruit a large number of connection center staff in a fair, safe, and consistent way during the pandemic. Their traditional hiring process was resource intensive, but the team wasn't in a position to hire more people to help. And the business needed to staff its new contact center in a matter of weeks. So the TA team knew they needed to reimagine their hiring process. Outmatch rapidly deployed an end-to-end solution, including automated screening, video interviewing, and interview scheduling. And the new hiring process was implemented in a matter of weeks. This solution allowed candidates to progress their application faster and freed up significant recruiter time, removing the need to manually review CVs and coordinate and carry out telephone screening. The result was a process that delivered better conversion rates, rapid time to hire, and crucially, the ability to scale up and scale down quickly. At Outmatch, our mission is to match people with purpose. We support over 1,200 organizations worldwide to build more agile, scalable recruitment functions. And we believe in solutions that are easy to use, deliver fair, unbiased decisions based on data, and help scale personal interactions. Thank you for your time today. If you want to learn more about Outmatch, come to our event stand or feel free to contact me on the email on screen. We're also offering you the chance to enter a prize draw for a £50 Amazon gift card. So just come chat to us at the stand if you want to be entered.